So today we are hiking the Castle Rock Trail, and we're hiking into the main campground, and we're going to do a nice overnight. So let me go catch up with the group. In fact, I think I did this hike last year, and you guys were with me for part of that trek. So it was really raining really heavily, and quite honestly, filming wasn't the top priority, at least on the hike out. So that's what we're doing today. We're rocking. There's the rest of my group up there, and we are deep in the Saratoga Mountain area, which is kind of a subset, I guess, of the Santa Cruz Mountains, or adjacent to. Huh? Yeah, I always film my hikes.
What is it that you want to document?
At least part of it. Oh, just the whole experience. Just the whole experience. My mindset at the time how my body feels, if I'm tired, if I'm cranky, if I'm sleepy. Sometimes, yeah.
People hungry and you want to talk to them.
Okay, nice case.
No, we're good. So far, it hasn't broken yet.
Yeah, mine is super
Mine's-
beat up, but
Mine's falling apart.
yeah, like all of the
The corners.
yeah, exactly.
Wow. Amazing. Watch where I'm going. Definitely gonna stop here for a picture. So that area in the horizon way off to the left there, that is the Monterey Bay area and the Pacific Ocean towards that way. And looking across this valley here, you're actually looking into the areas that have Little Basin and Big Basin campgrounds. Those are two very, very popular campsites for the entire San Francisco Bay area, and anyone who's kind of grown up here is very familiar with those.
It's actually easier than getting the Big Basin. You don't have that last bit where it's all curvy.
Yeah.
You know, people get like car sick on that one.
Yeah. Gotta watch my step. So busy filming through this technical terrain. And the campground is 1 mile that away. Feeling good. Some of those rocks were really technical, both coming up and down. And feel really well, feel really good here. My legs aren't tired, my calves aren't tired, so of course I'm a little short of breath here and there, but for the most part, I feel really, really good. Could easily go another few miles. Well, depending on the elevation changes. So we're hiking in and out of oak forest now, for the most part. I think here and on into camp. Okay, gotta catch up. Keep going. Awesome. Oh, this the part with the rebar or whatever? Yeah.
Remember this part?
Yeah, I remember this.
Cool.
It was really fun in the rain last year.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
So is this like on Half Dome? Is there something like this?
slightly different, yeah.
Quarter mile? Maybe a third of a mile.
This is about as close as I'll ever get to climbing a rock.
Why wouldn't you want to climb a real rock?
That'd be the last you'd ever see of me.
Oh. Well, you know, once you put on a harness, it's fine.
Oh, that's true, huh? So we made it into camp. About another quarter of a mile in. Another climb. Semi-technical. This way to campground. And we made it. We're here to our overnight destination, Castle Rock State Park, main campground. And probably have lunch pretty soon. Packed myself a roast beef and cheese hero sandwich. Mountain lion, rattlesnakes, raccoons, poison oak. Home sweet home. Here's the main site, SHTF shelter. If you're having a really bad day. All right, running water. Awesome. So we're rocking now. We're at Castle Rock State Park, California. And we got our gear all set up. Camps are all set up. Great campsites here, by the way. So this is an older tent. Still going strong. It's a north face. Two-man tent, actually. So we're kind of getting the kitchen ready to start cooking. So a lot of Jetboil, some generic like MSR pocket rocket type stoves, One of these MSR fuel pressure stoves. So we got a lot of good food tonight. Big Agnes represented. That's an ultralight tent. And here's my rig. This is a Tech Sport, a first gear Tech Sport cliffhanger. And this is my first trip using this. This is my son's tent. I normally use a two-man tent because I like to have a lot of capability and a lot of space inside my tent. So I'm going to give you guys a walk around. It's got some nice ventilation openings here, and as you can see, I don't have the guy lines staked at all. This earth is really, really soft, so at each corner I have a couple stakes. Some of the extras that my son normally packs, I go ahead and use those and make sure my tent is set up nice and tight. So this is my first time using this tent, and my son's used it for at least 1.5 years, and it's been great. We have really no complaints about it at all. So underneath it is a cheap blue Walmart tarp that I made with the footprint for the footprint. And let's take a look inside here. We're rocking. So one thing about a smaller tent, it should be warmer for me inside. So there's the footprint. And here's the view inside. Pretty small, pretty compact. So there's my Thermarest, and I'm using Reflectix sheet underneath. And there's the foot of the tent. It's got a little, not a gear loft, but like a little gear shelf here. Got my flashlights, my Zebralight headlamp, and some bandanas. Might need those later on at night to keep my head warm. And what you're looking at is a double wall construction with the no-seam bug mesh and a rainfly on the outside. So I brought a camp pillow today because I sleep so much better with a nice polyester filled pillow, and it just really makes my nights so much more comfortable. So that's pretty much it for my pack. It's a Kelty Coyote 80. Great pack, really like it. It's kind of on the heavy side, but not too bad altogether. Very comfortable. So it's an 80 liter, and one of these days I'll do a separate video review on that. Lots of fatwood everywhere. A lot of people want to know how to harvest and how to find fatwood. Tons of fatwood out here. The pine tree's ability to protect itself from injury, I guess, for lack of a better term. And when you hack off a branch, or a branch breaks off or gets lopped off, the pine tree floods the whole area with tree resin, and that's that turpentine-y kind of smell that you see. And here's a close-up of what it looks like. And if you wanted to kind of harvest this, what you do is get your saw and just kind of cut off the knot area from here, maybe cut off a bit here. Ideally what you'd look for is a little bit of a branch sticking out that looks like this on the end, and cut that branch off, that little branch off, and you can harvest the fatwood that way. Sun setting now on camp. Just a quick walk through. Gorgeous sunset. Taking a break from cooking a little bit, and I wanted to show you guys that sunset. Alrighty, ready to go. Both of you guys, there we go.
They
Got
make
two
it
of them.
look so good, right?
Yeah.
The color, the green and the yellow,
Yeah.
together with the red and the white, you got everything.
Show shrimp in there, Cajun spice.
Oh yeah, the shrimp is starting to cook
That
a bit,
is.
isn't it? Yeah, you're right.
That is looking really good. Old school 1950s mess kit. There you go.
This is
That's
World
awesome.
War II classic.
World War II, man. We defended a nation. We're eating out of pots like that. That's awesome.
Last week we did the tali
Rocking
glass
a
blowing.
Cajun stew. It's a
glass.
rolling boil.
Cali Cajun.
Nice.
It was great. I highly recommend it. It's,
What'd you do?
the glass blowing
Really?
class at Tali. They
Glass
have,
blowing. Oh,
glass
cool.
blowing. They have a lab where they do glass blowing,
Wow.
and they do
A surgery at
Wow.
It's great. Yeah, because it
Got
lets you
some
bring
shrimp.
good stuff rather than all the dehydrated. Maybe not. It never tastes quite the same dehydrated.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I made the Cajun stuff
Yes.
myself.
All right. So we've hiked up out of the campsite and we're along the Skyline Trail, hiking back out. Stunning view. Monterey Bay is that way. Little Basin and Big Basin are somewhere right around in this valley, right around in here. And usually you can see pillows of smoke coming up from the campsites, but not today. Excellent visibility, actually. We got a storm coming in here in about a couple hours, so we're trying to hoof it on out of here before the storm hits us. So, on our way, we're going this way, back up. Unbelievable.
It's still good, even after the
Yeah,
clouds have rolled in.
yeah. So we're making progress. So we're now hiking out to the parking lot. So the Saratoga Gap Trail continues down that way. And we're coming up this way, up to the parking lot area. So the whole area is like a series of valleys and type of thing. So we're climbing and descending and climbing and descending. So far it's been pretty much an uphill climb out of the valley that the campsite was in, and we're still generally climbing. So we're continuing our trek. Castle Rock State Park, California. We've ditched our loadout, and some of the fellas are exploring the rock formations that way. Some of our gear over here. I threw my pack over here on the side. I've got an REI 80-liter rain cover. Expecting rain out here today, but not yet. So I use that pack cover a lot. It helps protect my pack and everything from scrapes and abrasions too. It's good to have a cover like that. For 20 bucks, definitely worth it. That way. So we're ditching gear again, and we're scaling rocks and climbing rock formations. We're rocking. Amazing, all this energy out here. You can't help but be caught up in the energy of the group. All right, making our trek. So this is a little bit different leg. We came down those steps this way, all along this rock formation that the boys were climbing around, and we're headed down this way. Get a load of that view. So you can see the rain coming in. And that's what we're trying to stay one step ahead of, is that rain. So thanks everyone for going with me here, and I hope you guys enjoyed our Castle Rock backpacking trip as much as I did. I know I had a blast. Please feel free to comment, post questions, and definitely subscribe to my channel if you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I thought I would close out here with some great memorable pictures and photographs of our adventure. So special shout out to John, Mark, and Chris, my buddies and my partners in crime on this great adventure. Thanks a lot, everyone.